Hello and welcome to Downball Australia's Armchair Interviews, Week 6. I'm Sam and this is Justin, and this week we'll be interviewing Rodney, or Charlie Lodge. And Charlie, the first question I'd like to ask you is, when did you first start playing downball?
Yeah, so I first started playing downball way back in primary school at about grade 1, grade 2, and I've kept playing it throughout the whole of primary school and into high school.
Now, Rodney, I know the answer to the high school question, Ringwood Secondary College, but what about your primary school days? So what school did you attend?
Yeah, I went to a smaller primary school, Ferntree Gully North, down in Ferntree Gully, and yeah, it was a small school, but we had a great grind for downball. We all loved playing, and I played it every recess and lunch.
And Rod, personally, when I played with you, I saw you were a lot stronger in the drier conditions. Is this your favourite playing surface, or can you dabble in the wet conditions?
Yeah, as much as I love the dry conditions, I think the wet conditions is a bit more fun. It can be a bit more unpredictable, and you can get some different shots going and get different techniques on the court.
Alright Rodney, when you go on your weekly shop to Eastland, you go to Megamart, Rebel Sport, Big W, what would you say is your favourite brand of ball to get from those shops?
Yeah, I like to hop down to Big W and grab the Spalding balls. They're my favourite type to play with.
Rodney, I've got an interesting question for you. Who would you say is a downball figure that you look up to in your life?
Well, it'd have to be you two boys sitting across from me. Back in the day, a few years ago, in your VCE days, we would play every recess and lunch, and let's just say I learned a few tricks off you boys back in the day, so yeah.
Now, Rod, you've seen some quite exquisite moments on the downball courts from when I can remember in my VCE days. What is your overall favourite memory?
Yeah, so it'd have to be probably about 2 years ago. I remember the exact day. It was a Thursday recess, and I did my signature shot through the legs and got Johan spin skipper Johansson out in King, and I moved up to King. It was probably the best shot I've ever done.
And Rodney, I see you pull out the diagonal underlegs every now and again. Is that your favourite shot?
Yeah, I definitely agree. My favourite shot is my signature diagonal through the legs.
Alright Rodney, I think it's fair to say that you're a jack man. Would you say that that's your favourite position? You love that jack square?
Yeah, I like being in jack. It's a good square, I think. Probably queen I'd probably prefer a bit more, just because you're in that kind of good position. You can go for the king and also got easy access to the other squares as well.
Rodney, you're in year 12 now, you're 18, you're at the height of your powers. Would you say that you've hit your best form right about now?
Yeah, well, this year there's been a bit of a resurgence to downball, and I have been playing every recess and lunch. I have to say, I think I've hit my back up to my peak form that I was back in the primary school days, and definitely a few years ago when we were playing every recess and lunch. So yeah, probably at the moment I'm at my best.
Now, Rodney, I frequently see you down at the Maroondanettes on those netball courts. I'm hoping you'll be there as well on the 27th of June for Downball Australia's official inaugural tournament.
Yeah, no, I love practicing my netball shots in the semicircle, you're right, and yeah, no, it'll be an absolute honour to get down on June 27th in the inaugural tournament, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, that's the end of Armchair Interviews, Week 6. That was Rodney on the show today. This is Sam and I'm Justin.